Welcome to Gatebil, Rudskogen. I forgot to do a proper intro, so instead check all of the crazy cars here at Gatebil.
This Toyota Starlet is really crazy. It actually have one engine here in the front, got a big turbo, and it got a second engine back here. So this is a twin engine car in this little piece. Very cool and very unique. Looks like it had a little crash maybe here, or a hit. Engines are 2.2 liter Camry Celica hybrid there, and the gearboxes are MR2. And it's only one turbocharger for these two engines. And we could open the car up here and see on the inside. Here we have some gauges, one for the front and one from the rear engine. The ECUs here, no branding on them, looks like VPIC ECUs. And here we have the linkage to the gearboxes, the front and back one. This is actually made of three cars. It's an MR2 in the back, Toyota Celica in the front, and the middle and the roof, everything is Starlet. So we have all the three identification plates here for it, so that's cool. Real hybrid car, this one. Here we have the 2.2 liter engine, and each of these ones put out 550 horsepower, so totally 1100 horsepower. And it's a little bit tricky when you tune the car. You have the two ECUs there, but you only have one turbocharger and you only have one throttle body. This is the one. Some of the sensors like intake, air temp is the same for both engines, but when dining the car you need to have the same output of both engines there. So here's the plenum, comes the charge pipe from the front. It's a pretty large turbo here and very short exhaust, one muffler, and exhaust exits here. The brake calipers looks like they're coming from a Tesla because they have pretty big brakes. Big wing, looks a little bit like an extreme Pikes Peak car. And all cars are driving here at Gatebil need to have headlights. So here is some nice headlights. Also, it's also one alternator only in this car. That is here from the front engine. Here we have Sultan Al Qasimi's Aston Martin drifting car. Actually, I think this is the only Aston Martin drifting car, and this is out of this world actually. You can see all body panels is made of forged carbon fiber. This is a fresh build. All new here for this event, I think. This is the first event. They drive this car. Very good condition to be a drifting car. Some golden details. And this forged carbon fiber looks amazing. Not many cars have this. I know some of the new Lamborghinis use this kind of carbon fiber. Now it's a little bit early, nobody here, but I will come back a little bit later and check inside of the car. Still the Aston Martin stock calipers there in the front, scale rims, Nitto tires in the front, and dry ace in the back, drifting tires. Sultan Al Qasim here, he's from Abu Dhabi, so it's very cool. They take this car on the airplane to go here. The side skirts here are removed, I can see. Maybe some, yeah, you can see the side pipe there. Aston Martin Vantage, then UAE plate. This is nice also because I had a very similar same plate on my car. Engine here now is an LS with turbo. Twin turbo actually. Some radium fuel stuff over there as well. And this is actually not the engine that was supposed to be an engine. It was supposed to be an 15:1 compression natural aspirated V8, but they did not get the engine at the time, so they put in this one. And yeah, it's just temporary. See the exhaust manifolds, I think it's upside down mounted, so yeah, last minute things, but makes about 650 horsepower, and the driver is very happy with that power. So yeah, he maybe used this turbo instead of the planned naturally aspirated engine there. I like the gold details, even the coils here are gold. Okay, this Aston Martin I actually got to test sit in it.
If you want the screen,
Okay.
just this one, the first one.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah, very nice. Oh, Motec dash here. C1212 in custom configuration there just for this car. Tilt-on pedals there, and yeah, only the shifter you have right in there. Nice Motec stuff. Battery back here, carbon fiber shifter. Can adjust the brakes here, tilt on. Even a cup holder. That's perfect for a drift car. I think this is aluminum from the original car there. Looks like aluminum. The door panels actually have Mocca or Alcantara, I think, and some stitching. Very classy for drifting car. Nice. Panel here, billet machine panel. You can also see here the transmission tunnel, it's modified. The fuel tank here, all radium fuel cell inside here, with the catch tank is inside there. Yeah, and then also a fuel cooler there. Yeah, nice. And radiator. We have the carbon fiber as well. But the body, the chassis is aluminum. Yeah. And the gearbox here, it's a Sonos sequential gearbox, and in the rear it's in quick change. And actually for the steering here, that's cool. It's a vice fab on this one, and the vice fab did actually fit the same as Aston Martin. So it was basically a bolt-on here. Of course, the blue arms painted. Here we have an Mazda 323, and the engine of this one, it's a 6-cylinder BMW M50 engine with a big single turbo here in the front. So this one is rear-wheel drive, modified for that. The firewall, as you can see, is heavily rebuilt there, so the engine is far back. Intake plenum there, looking good. Aluminum one. And I always get happy when I see a little bit of these HydroFlow fittings. These ones for the water. Always looking racy, high-tech and cool, those ones. Big intercooler in the front there. This is my friend Frederick's very nice looking BMW E30. A lot of work into details. He's very good at welding and making sheet metal parts. M50 BMW turbo engine that is mounted straight, not lying on the side that these engines usually do. So very good one. Yesterday I was sitting in this seat and then this happened. Damages to the car looks like this. I went into hospital, but I'm pretty good now. Frederick is also okay. One thing you can see, maybe, here is the battery, and this one is moved to the left of the car actually. So you can understand the G-forces this got. Even if it got pushed from this side, many things moved to that side. You can see the fuel tank, the catch tank, everything is good welded on. But yeah, the hatch here, you can see also that it have moved left from the G-forces, but we got pushed to the right. So yeah, but all drivers and passengers are okay. That's the main thing. Cars you can always repair. A little bit close to the nitrous bottle there as well. But very nice build, this one. So I hope Freddy can build and repair this car back again. And actually, I think both of us passed out on the hit there. So that's scary. The engine, everything in the front here looks fine. So here you can follow his Instagram, and he's in Unlimited Garage. Very nice hoses here, dual wastegates. Okay, so this is the Mercedes that we crashed into. A lot of damage on this one. It was a hard hit. A little collection there for rebuilding this one. That's good. It's a diesel one. This very much bent. Actually, very cool. This one wagon Mercedes. And this Mercedes, the diesel one, it's put out about 550 horsepower and 1000 Newton meters of torque. Even this right-hand side is bent, you can see. It's a Porsche 918, they call it. Kind of a home built. The chassis here, the middle part, is Porsche Cayman, and in the back it's all pipes. All the body panels are carbon fiber that they produced and manufactured themselves. Engine back here, I think, is original Porsche GT3 engine, and with twin turbo now, so they usually use 920 horsepower at all driving, but they also have an overboost switch, so they can run 1100 if they want for the straight, for an overtake or something like that. They can use 1100 horsepower to these slicks here. The gearbox here, it's a nice Hollinger sequential gearbox that hold up good for this kind of power. Öhlins suspension, TTX I see here. A lot of nice good stuff here. Exhaust exits here through some holes. Electronic throttle body, nuke, blow-off valve. Interior here, sequential shifter. Dash, not much more. Some circuit breakers. It's Elite Projects that builds this car and drive this car. They also do some other carbon fiber to other guys here. Here we have a radiator, the fuel tank here. This very nice fuel cell unit from Nuke. So you have the fuel pumps and a catch tank inside this one. New for this year, I think, this front splitter, big one in carbon fiber. So this one is based on a Porsche Cayman. Not much of that car left here. These yellow ones here is adjustable sway bars. And of course the Öhlins suspension is adjustable as well. They're usually in the top here, these guys. Steel brakes. Here are two of the craziest cars here at this event. It's the guys from Russia. This event usually brings cars mostly from Sweden and Norway, but also some international guests. These guys in Evil Empire, they have really top-notch cars with all the best equipment. Add some love here from a wheel. The interior is very nice with this one as well. Montec products, of course. Can you guess what kind of cars these are from the beginning? I think they are Corvettes. And Pontiac here, working on the transmission maybe, have put the car up on some tires here. And yeah, I think it's a little bit sad that Gatebil don't have put tarmac in the pits after all these many years, so many cars here. Some guys are actually changing bearings on engines in this gravel pit. LS engine in this one.
Yeah, давай туда.
This guys, I think is from Ukraine. Bad battery, so I have to push it. Plastic in here. Yeah, very good. Nice paint job, or I don't know. Yeah, it must be a paint job, this one. Not a wrap.
Drifting Soul.
It's another Ukraine E30.
Drifting Soul.
It's Sunday morning, most people are sleeping, so maybe it's a good time to go and check out some cars. BMW E30 white body with an S85 V10 BMW engine, and yeah, twin turbo as well. It's individual throttle bodies with the motors here. You can see they've done some modification, potted with wires to them. I think this is a block up for the Vanos. So yeah, good for drag racing maybe, but for track it would be better to have the Vanos still there, I think. Even if it's a little bit more difficult with the engine management to handle that. Looks like a new build here. Everything looking very fresh. Battery back there. I think see the electrical system is not finished yet. This is just here for display. Motic PDM there. and large wing. Yeah, built for drifting. Some plumbing and injectors. Aeromotive, fuel pressure regulator there. Would be nice to see this one on track. Maybe at next event here. Nissan S13. Last year this one had an Toyota V8. Now this year it's an Ford Australian engine. It's the Barra engine. 4-liter straight 6-cylinder engine with a 71mm turbo that makes 1000 Newton meters of torque at the wheels and 700 horsepower at 1.5 bar of boost. So that's good power for drifting. Hopefully reliable. Should be strong engine, this one, and it's a big one. I think that this one have built internals, stronger stuff there. It's not that many cars in Sweden that have these engine swaps yet, but I think it will be popular. There is a company in Sweden that import these kind of engines and have good knowledge about them. Also very cool with this one, with fenders of Kevlar. And a lot of carbon fiber. Yeah, even the roof here is Kevlar. You have the water expansion can mounted very high, highest point of the car. Opel Omega station wagon here, very nice condition and good looking. This blue and this BBS rims, and the engine of this one, I think it's an Lotus Omega engine, 6-cylinder. A lot of nice parts and nice components on this one, and my plan was to come back a little bit later and ask the owner on some details, but never managed to do that, so I will check this one another time. Here is an BMW E34 track car, and this car is, if you compare to other cars here, it's huge. It's a very big one, and it's a little wide body, this one as well. The engine here is an S38, I believe. They called its original M5 engine with a big turbo here as well. Dry sump tank, engine mounted pretty far back. A lot of modifications here. We have the stock throttle bodies, individual ones over there, and the dual wastegates here with the hard aluminum pipes there, and yeah, the driver is mounted pretty far back. I think maybe this is the second year this one is at Gatebil. Some carbon fiber here as well. A couple of Lamborghinis here as well, and a Super Trofeo car. The only modification I think is the exhaust made by Ferrita. Some valves there so we can run straight pipe, and with the mufflers. Really nice, these ones, Huracans. Guy from Sweden owns this one. This one is from Norway. We can check interior here. Nice. Steering wheel, carbon fiber. Some dials there and buttons to do some adjustments. Have a Motec dash there, keypad, and these guys here actually, Cirrus Engineering, they're rebuilding these ones to twin turbo ones. I hope I can go there and take some video of that one. Nice with the variation of cars here. Nissan S13 with an Audi 5-cylinder engine. Bosch throttle body. Is it a spark plug they have here to the intake? Yeah, must be some kind of plug. Yes, I don't think they use that one. Interior and the e-brake lever. These four-wheel drive Audis is always fun to see here at Gatebil. They're trying to drift, the four-wheel drive drift, around the track. 340 and 360 has always been a very known sports car around the world, and here's a white one, and yeah, here you can see the sportiness of the car. Not really, but yeah, there is one of these in my garage that built for track, and this one have a 5-cylinder Audi engine, and Borg Warner turbo looks like, long runners here on the exhaust manifold, good looking here, looks like an H pattern shifter in there. The ECU on the panel here, it's an Autronic SM4 ECU. It's a little older one. Many cars here in Norway use that Autronic, still controlling the engine very good actually. This is a car that I've seen several times here during the years here in Norway. It has about 550 horsepower right now, but the owner before had an Wankel rotor engine in it before, and also 5-cylinder Volvo engine, but now there is the Audi one that powers this one. This very good looking and cool Volkswagen Caddy is actually built by my friend a couple of years ago, so it was nice to see this car back here again at Rudskogen. Got a Toyota 1J engine here, and I think part of the chassis here is actually from Soarer. You can see the strut towers, looks like almost like the Supra actually. Good look in this one, rear wheel drive of course. Very tight compartment here, driving compartment. Still very clean and looking good. R34 Skyline. A little bit tired in the body. Even the wing head here. And no Nissan engine in this one. Yeah, it's actually a left-hand drive as well. That's cool.
Here is Christian Erlandsson, that my company BGP Race also sponsor and help his 2J powered Subaru BRC, and here is his cousin with also in 2J, and we also help and sponsor this one in a BMW. So I take a ride with these guys.
It's been a little bit hot here. After the crash on Friday, it was nice today to have a ride both in Erlandsson here and Mikael Johansson's BMW. Both of these 2JC powered have a ride in their cars today, even though the doctor said that I could not run anymore in the cars this weekend. I should take it easy. But feeling very good today, so that was no problem really. And no more crash today, so that's very good. Thanks for the rides, guys.